Welcome to Heath Riles Barbecue. On today's episode of Shooting the Q, we're going to be cooking one of my favorites, barbecued bologna, aka Mississippi Roundsteak. Let's get started. Now the first thing that we want to do to our bologna is first start the grill. We're going to be cooking on a Traeger Timberline 1300 today. I've got it set at 250 degrees, preheating. Now I want to go ahead on my bologna and I'm going to cut the red casing that it comes in here. I'm going to score it down and I'm going to peel it off. Now if your grocery store don't have these chubs of bologna for sale, you can always go to your local deli in the supermarket and just tell them you want a good size hunk, which is about 3 inches right here. Now, I'm also gonna score my bologna. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut about 1 inch all the way around it, all right? And the reason you're doing that because as the bologna cooks, it's gonna open up and it's gonna create some crevices in it. Now that we've got both our bologna chubs kind of scored, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of regular yellow mustard on them. Now it don't take a lot. You just want to rub some on, get it coated. Now once I've got the mustard as a binder on both of them, I'm going to take some of my original sweet barbecue rub and sprinkle on. You can use my hot rub, you can use any barbecue rub you like, depending on what you want. I'm just going to kind of pat it on. All right, now that we've got it seasoned up, not but one thing left to do. Let's get it on the grill. Let's get going. Now that we're out here on our Traeger, it's already running at 250 degrees. I'm going to take my chubs of bologna and just set them on. Right in the center of the rack, I'm going to shut my grill, set a timer for 2 hours, and let it go. Now, I'm going to be using a pecan pellets today on this grill, and I know I need to go ahead and add some to it. All right, our bologna is off the grill. It had a total cook time, 250 degrees, for about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I kind of lost track of time, to be honest. Now that our bologna is off the grill, it's done and you can eat it now. But I'm taking this to a different level. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna slice this up into pretty thick slices, okay? And when I get it into a man-sized portion here is what I like to call it. Remember, we're building a big bologna sandwich. So I'm basically just quartering this chub of bologna up is what I'm doing. And once I get it quartered up, we're gonna sauce it up and we're gonna put it back on the smoker. And we're gonna let that sauce and stuff go for 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. Tack up, sauce up, that's what I want. Spread my bologna out here. And what I wanna do is take some of my sweet barbecue sauce and just kind of drizzle it on. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my rub here and put just a little bit on top of it. Now we want to get back out here to the Traeger and put it on and let it go a little while longer. Let's get it back out here. All right, our barbecue bologna is off the grill. Just to recap, we took 2 chubs of bologna, scored it, put a little bit of mustard on it, rubbed it down our sweet barbecue rub and smoked it for a tad over 2 hours. We then pulled it off. We quartered those chubs up into extra thick slices. We rubbed it down in our sweet barbecue sauce, put a little more dry rub on it and returned it to the cooker to smoke. And honestly, it's been on there for about 40 minutes. Now we've made up a coleslaw here. We've got some good fresh buns here, and we're fixing to build us a good old po' boy Mississippi style is what I like to call it. So the first thing that we're gonna do on our bologna here, we're gonna get this moved out of the way, is open our buns up here and build a couple sandwiches. Now I'm gonna go ahead, get a couple slices on here, and I like them big like that and thick on this good bread. I'm gonna take and put our slaw on here. And this coleslaw recipe is gonna be, we're gonna put it up on the screen and we're gonna put it in the description down below. Now, you can put as much or as little as you want on a sandwich. Then I'm gonna take my sweet barbecue sauce here and I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more on here. All right, now it's time for a reveal shot. Let's slice this thing up. That's what I call a barbecue bologna sandwich. Now, here goes the real work. That right there is as good as old school as it gets. I know we always barbecued bologna coming up as a kid. We didn't have all the money in the world. It's a quick, simple, easy recipe that I still cook to this day because it's delicious. Some people don't like bologna, they're missing out. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along, and we're gonna keep putting out weekly recipes and videos.